Welcome back. So in the last session, we had a simple intro to Python, right? So in this session, we'll talk about how to install Python, how to set up Python environment in a system, and start implementing Python codes and make some hands dirty with Python, right? But before installing Python, first thing you have to understand the versions of Python we have right now. So in general, guys, in the olden days, we were having, during 2000s, early 2000s, we were having Python 2.x version. Python 2.x was very older version, I can say. Python 2.x version, which was very older version, and basically Python became famous in this version only. That is the reason I'm talking about this. But right now we have a very latest version, that is Python 3.x, and right now Python 3.10 is running. But maybe the in your when you're watching this video, maybe it might be more higher version, but right now Python 3.10 version is working. 3.x is nothing but it might be 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, and 3.10, anything it can be. So we can install any version we want, any 3.x version we want, depending upon our requirement. So let's see how do we start installing your Python for your implementation, right? So you can just go to Google and just search for download Python. Okay, you can just search for download Python. The moment you search for download Python, you'll be getting the very first link, that is download Python. So right now we can see 3.10.2 version. One version is the current stable version. So you can download Python from here, but the thing is, wait. So here, if you download Python from here, it's only Python. You will be getting only Python here, only core Python along with some IDE for development. Where when you want to install something for your data science or for any other task, you have to install everything from scratch, right? But we are not using this Python. We are using Python for our data science, right? So as we are using Python for data science, we need a tool for that. Okay, and that tool is nothing but a tool called as Anaconda. Okay, so we are using a tool called as Anaconda. So what is Anaconda? So Anaconda is a data science toolkit, guys. Okay, data science toolkit. So it is used for what? So basically, it's a software where it has Python in it. Along with Python, it has approximately 7,000 data science libraries already pre-installed, and also it has some IDEs and softwares for data science. So it's like a data science toolkit for us, where if you download this Anaconda, we don't have to worry about installing the libraries once again and installing everything from scratch. So once you install Anaconda, everything, most of the data science libraries and most of the data science stuff will be installed. So it will be very easy for us to proceed further and implement our data science related task. So how do we download Anaconda? It's very simple. Just go to Google again, search for download Anaconda. So the moment you search, you'll be getting the very first link, individual edition Anaconda, and the link is anaconda.com slash downloads, I guess. Let me go to this link. Yeah, slash product slash individual. The moment you go to this, yes, it says it's our data science toolkit, and you can see the features of here. Approximately, you can see approximately 7,500 data science packages are already pre-installed. So we don't have to worry about that. And we have so many open source Python based IDEs, and we can also manage some environments. We'll talk about all these things further. Let's see how to download this. If you are a Windows user and if you are having a 64-bit graphical installer, 64-bit system, if your processor is 64-bit, you can happily download this. You can directly click on download. But if you are a Mac or a Linux user, then you can just scroll down. Here we have a Linux-based instructions for downloading a Linux-based software. And if you're a Mac, you have Mac based instruction. And if you're in Windows, you can either go for 32-bit and 64-bit. But if your system is 64-bit, you can happily click on this, and it will ask some information. Either you can give that or you can directly download and save as. So already I have it in my system. So once you have downloaded your Anaconda platform, once you download your anaconda.exe file in your Windows, you can directly just open this Anaconda exe file, which is already there, okay, which is downloaded. After downloading this and after opening this particular exe file, your setup starts. So you can just click on run. So the install is starting right now. Click on next. I agree. Here we have two options, either just me all or users. If you want to install all users, like for example, if you have a multiple user accounts in your system, and if you want to install for all users, you can just choose this option. If you want to just install for the current user, if you're having only one account, that's very good. That's not a problem. But if you're having multiple users and if you want to install for all users, you can select this, or either you can select just me. Either way, it's your wish. Just click on next. Then now it asks for the path. Let the path be as it is. But by chance, if you want to change the path, you can change it. It's your wish. But I would recommend to keep the path as it is. It's a default path of Anaconda where your Anaconda files will be stored. I'm just changing my path because already I have my Anaconda in that particular path. Okay. Once I've installed, once I've given the path here, yeah, I'm just giving a random path, but you don't have to give any path here. I've given because uh, I need to give it. Okay. So you can give any path whatever you want. Okay. So I'll just say e/anaconda and click on next. The moment you click on next, you'll be getting two options here. See, if you already have Python in your system and if you already have a Python, if you want to make Anaconda as your main Python, you have to enable these two options. If you don't have Python also, I would recommend enabling these two options. What happens is if you enable these two options, wherever you want to use Python, you can use Python. I mean, even you can use in a command from wherever, whichever path you want. It will add your Anaconda environment variable to your, it will add Anaconda path to your environment variable. So it will be helpful for us whenever you want Python to use in any kind of environment. And you can just click on install. The moment you click on install, it will be installed for you. That's perfect. That's it. These are simple installation. How do you install Python Anaconda software in your system? Once it is installed, sometimes you need to restart your system. You can restart once. After restarting, just search for Anaconda Navigator. Okay. If you are able to get Anaconda Navigator here, then your Anaconda is properly installed. You can just search for Anaconda Navigator and open that. So my Anaconda Navigator is launching right now. So once you are able to launch your Anaconda Navigator, then your Anaconda is properly installed and we are ready to go to implement your Python syntaxes and to implement your Python programming. So you can see my Anaconda Navigator is initializing. Yeah, so you can see my Anaconda Navigator is right now launched. Yeah, you can see this is how the Anaconda Navigator looks. So you can see it is launched right now. So if you are able to see this interface, then your Anaconda is properly installed, and you can see these are the various IDs available in Anaconda right now. These are the various integrated development environments available for your Python and R. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you.